All right, saying that we up. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
So, first and foremost, you want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh Shai,
Shai, Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Rakah,
Rakah,
Kadash.
Kadash.
Double honors to the true leaders of the nation of Israel. Peace and salutations to all since Akim, enduring afflictions, making the calling and election sure. Shalom.
Shalom.
It's your brother Kabar.
Mr. Brother Itazakai.
And back with another one. Low one that's edifying to the elect. Yahweh Bashim Hashai, Bashim Kakadash, Barakatam. To all sincere listeners when we hear this. Now, this one, we're going to go to a topic. It's called, it's a use for everything. Even a little thing is big. Start here in 1 Corinthians.
Kind, brother.
It says, 1 Corinthians 1 and 27, it says, but Yahweh Bashim Hashai have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And Yahweh Bashim Hashai have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Yeah, so just like the title of this lesson is, it's a use for everything, even something that's little or less meaningful, what I'm saying, in the eyes of man, like it says in Luke 16:15, the things that are highly esteemed amongst men or abomination in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. You know, so even the things that man look at is not so meaningful or useful. Yahweh Bashem Shai, he uses those things to ultimately bring down even the things that's meaningful, useful to the to flesh or to someone who's on a pedestal within this world.
Mm-hmm. That was on that.
Oh, you read 28 too, Baba Kasha. You read 27 again too, Baba Kasha.
It says, but Yahweh Shem Hashai have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And Yahweh Shem Hashai have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
It says, verse 28, and the base things of the world and the things which are despised hath Yahweh Shem Hashai chosen, yeah, and things which are not to bring to naught things that are.
Yeah, things that are not to bring to select your things which are not to bring to not things that are. You know what I'm saying? And base things of the world. So little thing I went into that word base things goes into ignoble, coward, mean, base, of no family. Um, that is low born, base things. Um, Yeah, ignoble. Let me see what that word is. Hold on. Ignoble, I believe. Hold on. Ignoble. That's hold on. It's a lot. Look it up on Google. Mm. Ignoble. Just definition of it means not honorable in character or purpose. You know what I'm saying? Of humble origin or social status. So things that are not honorable in character or purpose. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai uses these things for big purposes, like you know uh base things of the world, which we're gonna go into plenty examples, Lord willing, but things that are insignificant, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai uses them to bring forth things that are significant. So that's why we are to be mindful of all things. You know what I'm saying? Be circumspect, and be not ignorant in any matter, small or big, you know because everything has its meaning and its use. You know.
Yep.
Matter of
Get
fact,
that.
you'll get that one real quick for me. Sirach 5:15, Baba Kasha.
This is Sirach chapter 5 and verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
It says, be not ignorant of anything in the great matter or small.
Khan. Yeah. So be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. Be not knowing of what what the operations of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, is to it's all wisdom. You know what I'm saying? It also is within this the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency. You know what I'm saying? So being not ignorant is necessary to be a servant of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. You got to be knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying, for of all things, you know, and understand that everything has its use, you know. That's what a righteous man would do. A righteous man would consider all things, you know what I'm saying. He wouldn't undervalue or misappropriate or misappreciate anything of the Heavenly Father's creation, you know. He will understand that they all great, they all work together for the greater good of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah's purpose on the grand scale, you know.
Mm-hmm. I know. Get that in Proverbs.
Yeah, Khan, Baba Shah.
This is in Proverbs chapter 6.
Can you hear me out? You there up? Let me see. You there up? Is this thing working? Salakia. I don't know if brothers can hear me.
You can hear me, bro?
Brother. Yeah, I hear you out. You there?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you out. Can you hear me?
Kind of not.
God, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, say, man. Kind of not. Kind of Salaki. So it was Proverbs 6, and we starting at verse 6, right?
God.
Proverbs 6 and 6 says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise."
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest."
God, you got it, bro.
Yep. So, hey, man, this is a proverb, man. This is a wise saying to consider the ant. You know, the ant does things, all right, that we should actually take heed to, man. You know, it says, "Which having no guide, overseer, ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest." So, some, you know, the ants, you know, they're organized. They work. They're not sluggards. You know, they stay in order. You know, and if you go into the physics, you know, they're small, but they could lift a lot of body weight compared to, you know, their small body weight. They could live like, I believe it's maybe 100 times their weight or something like that.
God.
So that's you know, to take heed to. You know what I'm saying? If Most High could do that to an ant, you know, how much more us?
God, not God. Yeah, you know, even weight, ants hold a lot of weight, man. You know, you can learn something. You know, they got to stand in the world. You can learn a lot from a dummy. You know what I'm saying? So you can
Mm-hmm.
learn something from an ant. A little some. It's so to the average person, an ant will be insignificant, but you could actually learn how to be determined, how to be organized, how to you know you know, carry out your mission and be determined from ants. You know what I'm saying? Like you can learn real life tools from an ant, you know, and that's just the power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, you know.
Mm-hmm. And Salaki, it was 5,000 times that an ant they could lift up to 5,000 times their body weight.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wow,
So
huh?
the ant puts in work, man.
God, God. And you can learn teamwork from them too. You know what I'm saying? Because ants,
Teamwork. Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Like they work together on one accord. You know, they one body. You know what I'm saying? They all got the same goal and mind in hand. You know what I'm saying? And they all work together. You know what I'm saying? Together, that's where their power lies. You know, so a bunch of little insignificant insects, so to speak. You know, together they make something that's super powerful, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I don't know. We jump into Sirach 11.
God, brother.
This is Sirach 11 and verse 3. It says, "The bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of the sweet things."
Mm-hmm. God, you got to roll.
Yeah, man. The bee, is little among such as fly. You got different flying, creatures. You have different fowls, birds. But a bee, it's not as great when it comes to particular things. But when it says comes to her fruit, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things.
Mm,
There's no other creature that flies, all right, that messes, all right, with a bee when it comes to, all right, the sweet things, in the form of honey,
mm. God.
and their purpose, they pollinate. You take away the bee, that's a lot of, I don't know if it's a great percentage, Slovakia, but it's a great percentage of basically human life. Or let's not even go that far, just the produce in general. A lot of produce wouldn't be produced, because bees play a pivotal role in that, you know.
Mm. God. God, not. Yep. So yeah, they might be one of the smallest things that fly, you know what I'm saying? But they like have the best of the best they bring for the best of the best fruit from, you know, their labors, you know what I'm saying, and their and their purposes, you know what I'm saying? So it's not all about,
Hmm.
you know, being big or bad and having all great, attributes, man. It's really about you know, it's about the unseen thing, the intangibles, so to speak. You know.
Hmm. No man by his fruit.
God, I was thinking
You
of
know,
that too. God, yep.
this bee got the sweetest fruit.
Mm,
It's the chiefest
God,
sweetest fruit, man.
God.
Galatians 5 talks about the fruit of the spirit. You know,
Mm-hmm. God. I guess it was a little bit more meat, like on this in this chapter. You start at one and then just like read to like 5 or 6, Baba Kasha.
Sirach 11:1. Wisdom lifteth up the head of him that is of a low degree, and maketh him to sit among great men.
Yeah, it says wisdom lifteth up the head of him that is of low degree and maketh him to sit among great men. Which wisdom is so to speak, an intangible thing. You can't actually see wisdom. But with wisdom will kind of be looked at as insignificant in this current world. Like, what I'm saying? People like, well, I'll choose money and possessions over wisdom. You know what I'm saying? But wisdom can actually have you sitting amongst great men quicker than just having money and possessions can have you sin amongst great men. Like that wisdom holds power just like possessions or materials, material gain,
Right. Commend not a man for his beauty, ne abhor a man for his outward appearance.
It says commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance, man. You know what I'm saying? So basically you're not supposed to just look at somebody who is you see somebody that's small, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got a lot of stature with them, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got a lot of power, they ain't got a lot of nobility and renown with them, you know what I'm saying. You don't supposed to look at them and abhor them for that, because you don't know what kind of power they really hold, you know. And it says commend not a man for his beauty, because ultimately, like, you got, like, we was going into the beat, like it's gonna go into in the next verse, you know what I'm saying, you got like vultures and eagles and parrots and all different type of birds, you know what I'm saying, that's beautiful and big, you know what I'm saying, but you could value them over the B, you know what I'm saying, just because of their beauty and their greatness, but really it don't mean they don't mean they hold the same weight as that B though. That B might be more powerful than them. You know what I'm saying? It might bring forth better things than they could bring forth. It don't matter about the outward appearance, you know.
Hmm. Verse 3, the bee is little among such a fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things.
Right. So that's why in that next verse it went into that, you know what I'm saying? Because it was breaking it down. Like, look, don't just look at the outward appearance, because the outward appearance doesn't define everything. You know, don't just look at what you think makes something big and it's so great, man. You gotta look, you gotta see from a different perspective. You know, you gotta use your eye salve, you know.
Hmm. It says, boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden.
Right, yeah. So that's why you're not supposed to boast and or exalt yourself in the time of your honor. You know, you're not supposed to big yourself up because you got something going on. You know what I'm saying? Because you know something, or you on some type of level. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shemashah could really have you on that type of level just to make way for the ones that you're not even paying attention to. You know, like you could be up on the level just to bring somebody else up who wasn't on the level up, and then you just get brought down. You know.
Hmm. It says, many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of hath worn the crown.
You see, it went right into it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of people who got exalted and boosted up, was on a high level and had this and that going on. You know what I'm saying? But really, they had this and that going on just so they could fall down, and the one that you was never thinking of could catch their crown on the way, on the way for them falling down. You know.
Yep. Uh, get that in Job.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you read just 6 too. Might as well select you. Might as well read that one.
Yep. This is verse 6. It says, many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other men's hands.
Yeah, so many mighty men have been greatly disgraced. There's nothing new, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're not supposed to look. It's many great creations that done fell down, man. There's many great creatures that was up, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing, and then they ain't doing anything no more. You know what I'm saying? Like that's nothing new. That's why you're not supposed to just look at stuff for the power that it holds and that it exhibits, and all the qualities that are so pleased with as like what makes it up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not necessarily how things happen. Just like in the world, just using an example, most women, they like men with cars, or got a certain type of reputation for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They got swagger, like different stuff going on, but so they value them is so high and great, but really, a lot of those men be like complete scumbags. You know what I'm saying? Like the men that's really like take care of you and really like do you good and do you right, but they might not have all this other extra qualities that you'll look to make somebody up. They'll end up missing out on their shot because they despising things that's small. You know, they looking at just the mightiness. They not looking, not understanding that base things was made to confound mightiness. So that's really where power lies in the things that you despise. So a lot of women end up missing out on opportunity at great men because they look at somebody else for their greatness on the outward appearance. They don't look at the other intangible factors of what make men great. They just look at the out part of it, like, oh, they raiment is nice, you know what I'm saying, he looks nice, he has a car, he's got a reputation for doing this and that, you know what I'm saying, but that's not really where power lies at. you know Power lies in things that are insignificant unto your eyes, unto your flesh. you know
Hmm. Hmm. Get that in Job.
Yeah, kind of, brother. Yep.
This is in Job chapter 12 and verse 7. It says, "But ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee."
Mm-hmm. You got it, bro.
Con, you know, because the first 6 days of creation, Most High created, different beasts, different creatures, all right, different fowls, and they all got different purposes, and power said it was good, like the scriptures say, you know. So everything, every detail, has its purpose, man. Big or
Mm-hmm.
small. You got it.
Kind of, brother. Yep. Yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect. Yep. Yeah, we can go to the next one.
Matthew 6.
Kind. If you
Uh,
you got freeze, just jump in. If you got some.
con. Matthew 6 and 26.
Kind.
Yahushua, he says, "Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they?"
You got it.
Come. See how Shaw's making that point. you know, our heavenly Father, he feedeth the fowls of the air, even though they not, doing all the things that farmers do, but they still find a way to eat, you know. This is basically, just putting it all in perspective, Most High is in control of everything, man. His reason why these all right different creatures are created, you know.
Mm-hmm. God. And then you can feel confident in the fact, they knowing like, okay, Yahabashim Shah, he's feeding birds out here. I know he'll feed me. I know he'll take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Like feed, because even on my street, I got these ducks. Well, brother, you be coming to my
Hmm.
house, the ducks be
Hmm.
coming up and down the street. And you got this Edomite at the top of my street. He be dumping out the bird feed on the ground, you know what I'm saying, for them every
Hmm.
day. You know what I'm saying? So they just walk up the street and come get the bird feed, So Yahweh Shah put the spirit on Esau to do that, you know what I'm saying, just to feed them ducks, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Kind just like Most High put in the spirit of E to you know, to put a compilation of books together, called the Bible, have the
Mm-hmm.
things spread around the earth, that spiritual meat, that manna, so that way Jake, could get fed.
Mm-hmm. God, God, God. Can you read a little bit more, Baba Kasha?
Yep. It says, continue on to 27.
Yeah, yeah. Go down to 31. You can stop at 31.
Khan. Yahushua says, "Which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit to his stature?
Mm-hmm.
And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I say unto you, that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore, if Yahushua Hashai so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven,
Mm.
shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith?"
Mm. So you see, these uh the grass gets clothed. You know what I'm saying? The lilies of the field grow. You know what I'm saying? And and get substance and get things necessary for them to continue life. This is plants, man. This is plants and grass. You know what I'm saying? This is you know what I'm saying? These are still things that Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai does not neglect. He don't just leave these like some grass just outside of my grass. I'm not studying my grass, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shai, he even clothes my grass. You know what I'm saying? So when you could put so you could look at the grass and be like, damn, the grass is even getting clothed, and it's really nothing. It's just gonna get chopped down when they grow up some more. And Yahweh Shai still takes care of it. You know what I'm saying? So within that, that we can look at the grass and even be like, oh, okay, Yahweh Shemashah, he gonna take care of us. He even take care of grass. Like you can grow in faith just by considering grass, just by considering the flower. You know what I'm saying? They can help you grow in faith and belief and trust. You know, they can teach you a lot. You know, just from looking at grass.
Con. Yep. All flesh is as grass.
John, yep, I got that listen too.
Yep. Get that in Proverbs 24.
Mm-hmm. John.
This is Proverbs 24 and verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
Says, I went by the field of the slothful and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof. Salakia. It says, and the stone wall thereof was broken down.
Mm-hmm.
It says, then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction.
Mm-hmm.
It says, verse 33, yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth. It says, and thy want as an armed man.
You see? So you can even look at slothful people and be like, oh, okay, this is an example of like how not to be. Like even someone that's lazy and slothful and not laboring, they could like they're because you know in Sirach 22 it tell you about how a slothful man should be likened unto the dunghill, just roughly
Mm-hmm.
paraphrasing, like pretty much like a
Yep.
piece of shit, you know. So a
Mm-hmm.
slothful man like this in the scriptures, sloths are considered like nothing, like they like shit, you know, like you're a piece of shit. If you're a slothful man, you know, you're a piece of shit, you know what I'm saying, basically according to the scriptures, you know what I'm saying. So but you can even
Right.
look at a piece of shit like you did that lesson about dung. You can even learn something from dung. Like even dung has a purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's big, super big.
God, you
You
know.
know. Yep. That's how the Most High has it set up, man. It's a beautiful thing. You know.
Mm-hmm. God, not, and it's to keep you humble. You know what I'm saying? It's to keep you
Mm-hmm.
not get too high on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And also understanding all things. You know, that all things have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like it helps you put things into perspective better. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, the things that I'm thinking don't really matter more than I can even imagine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like slothful people are needed. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh, slothful nigga, man, he need to just die. No, slothful people need to be there for people to have an example on what not to be. You know?
Mm. Sheesh. Yep. Yep. That's their purpose.
God, God, so that's a heavy purpose because you like shit. You need to know not to be slothful. You need to know like, oh, I need to put in heavy work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Get that in 17.
Mm-hmm.
This is in Proverbs 17 and 28.
God,
It says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
God, you got it, bro.
Con, you know? So just, someone like this fool, right? It says when he holdeth his peace, he's counted wise, you know? So we could look at that fool, we could just see, okay, he's holding his peace, you know? That's actually something that you would count like, okay, what I'm saying, there must be some type of discretion. He's probably, what I'm saying. Meanwhile, he's just a fool, but we could actually take something from you
Mm-hmm.
know we could take something from that fool who's just not even blurting out his vain opinion.
Mm, con. Yeah, you ain't even gotta you don't even have to hear nobody speak words necessarily to learn something, man. So somebody even who ain't got really much to say can still teach you something, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who don't
Hmm.
say nothing at all could
Right.
show you something, you know?
Right. Yep. 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 Scriptures go into it, man. If you're around great men, if twice asked, just briefly say something.
God,
Seriously say something. Just be a fly on the wall. Whatever situation you had that's like unfamiliar, like I told you before, like when I was you know, when I got arrested and stuff like that, I'm around Jake. You know what I'm saying? I'm just staying to myself. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know my situation. You know what I'm saying? For all they know, I could be anybody. That someone in the streets will respect. Meanwhile, I just got a ticket. You know what I'm saying?
God, no, God,
But you count it as you know as whatever someone would respect in their realm, in their
mm,
world.
God,
If you just hold your peace and not be, what I'm saying, blurring out your whole thing. Then they'd be like, oh, you're a clown. You know what I'm
God,
saying?
no.
Like
Yep.
someone come to camp and they just quiet. You know what I'm saying? And then they start talking about, yeah, about the zombies. It's like, ah, man, all respect we had for that guy. It's just like he went down the drain because
God, no,
you're not holding your peace. It's lucky.
God, no, you good. I got a Lord willing, I got a precept for you. Yep, call Allah Yabish shot. This
Sure.
this Sirach chapter 27, verse 7. It says, praise no man before thou hearest him speak, for this is the trial of men.
Mm, kinda not. Yep. Yeah, that's something that, hey, we definitely want to take heed to that, man. You know, because you never know, man. You never know, man. A lot of Jake say that. Yeah, watch out for him. He's sneaky. Like I get that a lot because hold my peace. You know, I mean, like they say in the world, you have two ears and one mouth.
Mm,
So when you do speak, you want to make it count. But that's basically how we observe, how we judge things. If a particular person, he's not speaking, it's like, all right, that's cool. Then when he starts talking, all right, now now the cat's out the bag.
mm-hmm. God, no. Yeah, because it's crazy too. Because like I tell you, just not to go too far off. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you how Ti was, my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? My
Hmm.
favorite rapper. And I used to like him so much until I actually like started hearing him talk more. Like now he don't rap as much. See, he just do like
Yeah.
more interviews and stuff. So now when I be like hearing him talk, it's like I don't really fucking like you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like when you
Yeah.
was just rapping, and I
Yeah.
ain't ever hear you talking. I thought you was cool. I started hearing you talk. Like it's like I don't even fucking like this guy, man.
Hmm. Hmm. Kind of not, because that's just how people are, man. They look at things on the outside appearance. We fall victim to that. But we could look at somebody and be like, you could have a certain impression of him. And then he starts speaking. It's like, oh man, you know, I thought you was like this. Male or
God,
female.
God,
I thought you was like this. You
right,
know, it
right.
could be a woman who has a humble continence to herself. And then, what I'm saying? It was an actual time like I was like looking at somebody like, oh, all right. I'm thinking that, she's cool. She probably still cool, but like, you know, we all just need guidance and order. But the
Right.
point, she just started talking like a Jake woman in the world would talk, you know what I'm saying? Just hella shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I thought you was like a little bit more like humble with it. Everyone got they got their thing about 'em,
Right,
different sides.
right.
If you provoke anybody, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
regardless, the judgment on our end is going to be made based on what we see
Mm.
and what we hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. God. God. Yep.
Get
So
that
that,
in wisdom.
yeah,
Hmm?
kind. I was saying I started. I'm gonna read a couple on for you. Um, this I'm gonna get this wisdom 8. This wisdom of Solomon chapter 8, verse 5. It says, if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things?
Mm. Yep. Hypothetical question, man. What is richer than wisdom? You know, something that we can't necessarily look at and see, put our hands on, smell. But this is something that's more richer, all right, than any possession, man. You know, you got it.
God, not yes, because we had made a point earlier. Um, Like you could think about, okay, somebody like with power, with money and riches and different possessions, you could look at them as like, oh, that's the rich one. Oh, when we was reading Sirach 11:1, you know what I'm saying? When they say, wisdom lifteth up men of low degree and they sit them among great men. You know what I'm saying? Like you could think that like being rich and having riches and different possessions would have you sitting among great men, but really that wisdom is more powerful than just going to attain a whole bunch of physical things. You know what I'm saying? That's really um that's really what is praiseworthy. You can't put a price on wisdom, and that's why it's the richest thing, because like you can't buy it, you can't find it, you know,
Right.
or you can't just go and find it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be like you got to be divinely led to wisdom, and that's a rich thing. That's a rich thing to have. Like, uh,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead, Slot.
No, I was just meditating earlier. I know brothers out there in Virginia is doing videos on, being offended. Not being offended. And I was just thinking earlier, like, Lord willing, I'm one of those men. As well as anyone has the ear to hear. And the brother, but like the elect aren't going to be like offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really nothing to be offended at. Like in this world, like, well, what can any man say to you? You know what I'm saying? That you're gonna just take it and feel like crazy about, like, or embarrassed or stuff. Like everything is vain. You know, everything is vain in the sense of like just no. I'm saying like certain things, like what we would say is the small things. You know what I'm saying? But the elect want to be like, taking things out of context. They would just actually, Lord willing, we one of those men. We would just look at things, even if we get insulted by somebody, we would just look at it spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And it'll just, Lord willing, nothing is. If we're one of those men, again, nothing is actually going to work for our, what I'm saying, for our downfall. It's all going to be for our benefit. You know?
Hmm. Yeah, if it were possible, they would deceive the very elect. It's not possible to deceive the elect.
Yep.
You know,
Right.
you know.
Kind of.
You just want to be careful about throwing stumbling blocks out there. You know what I'm saying? Like just making sure
Yeah. Yeah.
you're doing your part as best as you can. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep. Yep. Do our part to not offend or be offended.
Mm-hmm. God, brother. Yep. God. Yep. I got this one for you too. This Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. It says, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Mm-hmm. Kind of not. Just a little bit of faith, man. Just a little bit of faith. It says here that it says, "Yea shall say unto the mountain, remove, hence to yonder place, and it shall remove." It says, "Nothing shall be impossible unto you." So that's talking about just a small amount of faith, man. Just a small amount of faith. That's what's needed. You know, so that little grain of mustard seed, that actually that's big, man.
God,
Apparently it's bigger than this mountain.
God, God, nah. Yeah, that's heavy. And I got the mustard seeds too that we had caught a while back when we went to the farmers market. I was looking at it yesterday in my hand. I'm like, my gosh, bro, that thing is so small, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't even really grip it with your fingers. You know what I'm saying? And just that amount of faith right there can move a damn mountain, man. That's wild, man.
Hmm.
No, God. Um, you was gonna get something out?
Nah. I was just looking at the word for mustard seed. I could read it
God.
in the Greek. Sanapi. It goes into mustard, the name of a plant which in Oriental countries grows from a very small seed and attains to the height of a tree, 10
Mm.
feet or 3 meters and more. Hence, a very small quantity of a thing is likened to a mustard seed, and also a thing which grows to a remarkable size.
Damn.
Mm. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. That's why how should I use this? terminology, that mustard seed, because it's a small thing, but it grows, all right, like thousands times as big as it, you know, when it first, made apparent, in the form of a seed, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cold. God.
Uh,
Yeah, I got okay. Got this this Hebrews. I'm gonna go to Hebrews 4. Unless you want to go, you want to read some more on that, or you good?
no, you got it, bro.
God. This Hebrews 4 and verse 12. It says, "For the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart."
Mm, yeah, that's right, man. The word, the word of Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, which we know, Yahweh Shai is the word made flesh, but the word in the form of these scriptures, it's quicker, powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword. Any two-edged sword, you know. And someone, who's carnal, Jake is carnal. They're not gonna receive that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Give them you gave them an option. All right, you got this modern day sword, all right, in front of a piece or something, or a book. They gonna man, give me that strap, you know. When it comes to survival, they're gonna choose that strap. But really, the word, the scriptures is actually the most potent thing that we have, man, when it comes to the spiritual war.
Mm-hmm. God, yeah. So some is as little as a book. You know what I'm saying? You should be like that book, that Bible with words in it. That little thing right there is more powerful than this AR-15. That whole 50. You know what I'm saying? You know, then the 7.52. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This big 3.57 I got with these these shell, with you'll see these big ass shells I got, man, these hollow tips, man. That little thing right there is more powerful than this big boy strap I got, you know. Yes, it is, because look, you can have a big boy strap and you can blow through somebody, you know what I'm saying? But this word the word can actually blow through the spirit. uh, a bullet can't go through a spirit, can go through a body, it can't go through your spirit. This word can, though, it'll penetrate your spirit.
Mm-hmm. God.
I'm gonna go to the next one now. 2 Corinthians 10. This 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to the pulling down of strongholds." Let me see, I think that was it. Hold on. Yeah, I'm reading 5 too. Salaki. It says, I'm gonna read 4 again. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach."
Mm-hmm. God, not. Yep. Carnal weapons are not gonna be able to do this. Cast down imaginations. Okay. It's not gonna be able to do things like that, man. Bring into captivity every thought to obedience of Mashiach. You know, there's no carnal weapon that be able to do things like that. Pulling down strongholds. You know, it's like it's a spiritual war, man. Different delusions. Different stumbling blocks. You know, witchcraft like Christianity. Ain't no strap gonna be able to do anything, man. They literally had what's his name, Dylan Roof. He ran
Mhm.
into the church and what I'm saying, slayed a whole bunch of people, man. What they do, they pray for him, man. You know.
Good.
Even something like that, they still, what I'm saying, talking about loving their enemy,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But getting this true knowledge and wisdom, understanding, that's something that's gonna actually keep us, you know, stable, man, in the times that we're approaching.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of get down Jose.
Yep. Con. This
Hosea,
oh, you got
hmm?
this a lot. Go ahead, brother.
Hosea 6:5. Therefore I have hewed them by the prophets. I have
Mm-hmm.
slain them by the words of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
My judgments are as the light that goeth forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's uh Yahweh Shemashah is actually talking about bringing down this great big powerful kingdom, these rich elites who worth trillions and trillions of dollars, who run the world, who own the US government, who own the Federal Reserve, who own uh the central banking system. You know what I'm saying? These great, renowned, rich, powerful men who could actually have the power to kill millions of people, billions of people, have the power to, do whatever the hell they want to do. Yahweh Shem Yahshua said he's bringing these great, powerful, rich men down through through the prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? Which the prophets, they're like lowly men. You know what I'm saying? The prophets ain't, great. They ain't got a lot of money going on and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like got a lot of power that come with them, man. Only thing they do is read the scripts. Only thing we do is, bring out these videos. Lord willing, we those men. Of course, all we do is bring out these videos, go to camp. You know what I'm saying? Try to live righteously as we can. Through our efforts. This is actually bringing these wicked elite down. You know, just us little, lowly men. You know what I'm saying? It's actually through just us speaking words is actually bringing this big, powerful society down and bringing down these big, powerful men, with all this power, you know?
Mm-hmm. Con. Like they say, divine intervention.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is from the heavens, man. The way everything is set up, man. Particular things happening, man. Like the brother's saying, like just our people are waking up around the globe. You know, that's not for no reason. The fact that we're waking up, that's speeding everything else up. You know,
God.
well, it's all it's all working on the same cycle. For lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. God. That's it. We can go to the next one unless you got something.
James 3.
God. Yep.
James 3:5. It says, even so, the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter in a little fire kindleth.
God. You got it, bro.
Yeah, man. The tongue, man. The tongue can do a lot of damage, man. It's a little member, man. When it comes to the whole body, you got different members, you know. But it says, behold, how great of a matter, so like how great a matter a little fire kindleth. you know, Scriptures talk about bridling not your tongue. You know, a lot of strife. All right, that all comes from the tongue, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it all comes from the tongue. Life and death, man. That's a big thing, man.
Mm-hmm. God, but it's something small. It's just a small. It says one of your
Right.
smallest members. Your tongue is one of your smallest members, but that holds the
Mhm.
most weight, though. Because
Yeah, man.
when you read verse 2, it say, for in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man and able also to bridle the whole body. So if you can just control that little one member, which is your tongue, if you can do that, then you can control your whole body and all your memories. You know what I'm saying? If you can control your tongue, then you can control your rod. You know what I'm saying? Which is hard for Jake to control his rod. You know what I'm saying? But if you can control your tongue, you can actually do that. If you can control your tongue, you can control your head. You can control, you know what I'm saying, your arms and your legs. You know what I'm saying, from making the wrong type of movements. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta learn how to bridle your tongue like you was going into. If you could do just if you can control that little thing, then you can actually control your whole body. You know,
That's heavy.
Con.
Yeah, Psalms.
Yep, Con.
Psalms 8 and 2. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou ordained strength because of thine enemies, that thou mightest still Slakia. It says that thou mightest still the enemy and avenger.
Yeah. So Yahabashim Masha uses babies. You know what I'm saying? To catch the enemy off guard, man. You know what I'm saying? You thinking a babe, they ain't gonna be able to attack nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? What the hell a baby gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What kind of power a baby really gonna hold? But Yahabashim Masha uses babes, you know, to ultimately confound the enemy, you know, to avenge the enemy, you know, his enemies, you know, babies, you know, babes, you know.
Mm-hmm. That word in the Hebrew for where it says that thou mightest steal
Mm-hmm.
the enemy and avenger. That part that says that thou mightest steal is in Hebrew Shabbath,
Mm.
to decease, desist, rest, to
Mm-hmm.
cause to cease, put an end to exterminate, destroy, to cause to decease from, remove, cause to
Mm.
fail.
Damn. So Yahabashim Masha is actually using babies to bring down these high level enemies, man. You know, to exterminate these enemies, babes. When you go into that word babes, it goes into little child. And they kind of make me think of which, you know, it made me think of Matthew 18, of course, when Yahweh Shah said we
Mm-hmm.
gotta base ourselves as little children. And then it also made me think of the story of David and Goliath. You know, he was damn pretty much like a child when he took down Goliath, big ass man, you know. So Yahweh Shah used little young David, you know, 12, 13-year-old David. He was just coming into a man, you know, to take down this great Philistine dude, 8, 9 foot dude that everybody was spooked of, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's how the Most High has it set up, man. That's how he shows his power, man.
God.
Makes it known, you know, by having the little things, do actually big things. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I could have put that on here. That King David account. I didn't even think about
And
that.
David
That's
account.
yeah, it's fire, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But you know, everybody know that story anyway. You know what I'm saying? Well, all it took King David was a slingshot and a rock, and he took his ass out. Took that big damn
Mm-hmm.
Philistine out, man.
Right. Yep. And the scriptures are written for our learning. Upon whom the ends of the world are come. So this no, there's no new thing under the sun. The same thing, that account that happened. The house of David is here today, man.
Con.
And Goliath is here. In the form of this beast system. You
Mm.
know,
Ooh, that's a lesson.
and Khan not, and we know Yahushua is going to take this place down. That rock, man. That chief cornerstone, man.
That's that's heat. I gotta take that one. I ain't gonna lie, that's heat.
Khan, not, yeah. Someone got to do it.
God.
Con, I think I made that point a while ago before. I never did like a full video about it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these stories are spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
You all know Jacob and Esau. That's a spiritual story.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
that David and Goliath story. Really every story we could look at, we could see something spiritual from it.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Like the story
And
of
that's what
Job. Or Salakia.
story of Job.
That's like
And I was
allegory
just
for the elect. You know.
right allegory of
Salakia.
Khan. Not. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, all these stories, that shows how powerful the word is. Like we brought out Hebrews 4:12, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Noah. Noah and the ark. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can apply that to now too. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yep.
Yep. Ah. Yeah, that's it on that.
Hmm.
We can get that Second
Second
Corinthians.
Corinthians.
God.
2 Corinthians 4 and verse 7. It says, "But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of Yahweh Shai, and not of us."
Mm-hmm. God, not so Yahabashim Ashai, he hides his power in little things so that his power can be shown. You know what I'm saying? Like you was just touching on with King David. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how Yahweh Shem Shai works, man. And that's a mystery of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's a mystery of the Most High God. That's the mystery of the Lord that most people can't understand. You know, He hides His power in small things. You know, so we have this treasure in these earthly vessels. You know, these these chains of darkness. We have these treasures in these things ultimately, so Yahweh Shem Shai's power could be known more and more. That's why we're just little men, that's with these great knowledge, these great wisdom, these great mysteries, these great spiritual gifts, ultimately, for to show forth the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Like Yahweh Bashem Shah, he likes to use the little things to confound the wise, like we brought out at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Get that in Daniel?
Yep, Khan. Yep.
Daniel 4:17.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over the beast." Slakia. It says, "and setteth up over it the basis of men."
You got it, bro.
Not. That's how this thing works, man. He sets up, the basis of men. Get that in Hebrew. Shapal, lowliest.
Mm.
He sets up the lowliest of men. And then that word, a man or men, anash, goes to man, human being, mankind. So the lowest, the basis of mankind. All right, and we see it, man. We see it. We see the caveman, the Neanderthal. All right, is in rulership, man. Sick, profane. Scriptures talk about in Hebrews 12. Who more profane than Esau, man. This is who's set up. This who's ruling over us, man. He's weaker in nature. Mentally, physically, emotionally. If he went through the things that we went through, you know, he wouldn't be able to make it. Lord willing, that'll be the only way that Esau is going to be able to make it when he actually has to, live his lot. Being that's the lot of being lowly. You know what I'm saying? The true purpose of the base man, Salakia. You got it.
Brother. Yeah, that was the point. That was the point, man. Yahweh Shemashah used the base man to oppress us, to chastise us, man. You know what I'm saying? The base nation to teach us the biggest lesson we ever learned, man. You know what I'm saying? He used, you got the base man is looked at as the perfection of beauty now. You know what I'm saying? Like he takes something as lowly as leprosy and make it beautiful, man.
Mm-hmm. Right. Not. That's heavy.
Bro, yeah, let's see my shot. Mine is so far out. I just be astonished. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That Jeremiah.
Yeah, we got a couple more.
Jeremiah 27:5. It says, "I have made the earth, the man and the beast that are upon the ground, by my great power and by my outstretched arm, and have given it unto whom it seemed meet unto me.
Mm-hmm.
And now have I given all these lands into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and the beasts of the field have I given him also to serve him."
Mm-hmm.
It says, verse 7, "And all nations shall serve him, and his son's son, until the very time of this land come. And then many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of him."
Yeah, so right here, Yahweh Shemashah, like he can keep things going at any cost. He can keep things going with like it say in Matthew the 3rd chapter when it say I could lift up stones, you know what I'm saying, to continue my legacy, to continue my word, you know, to push out my word. Like, yeah, Yahweh Shemashah, he don't need the best of the best to make something happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Like like he said right here, I gave it to Nebuchadnezzar, my servant. You know what I'm saying? My servant
Mhm.
Nebuchadnezzar, he ain't really a nobody, but I gave it to him. He got it. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna hold it down and he gonna press you, you know. And if you ain't with it, you gonna perish, you know.
Khan. Oof. Just looking at that word in the Hebrew, it's a long word. But when we can pronounce that.
Khan, oh yeah, woo.
Naba Waka Dana Atazar.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That sound pretty close.
Kanak. It says, may Nebo protect the crown. That's all it says right here.
Mm. Oh, protect the crown.
Basically, protect the crown. Yep.
Woo, that's nice. So yeah, ultimately, Yahweh Shemashah is like yeah, Nebuchadnezzar, man, this little lowly heathen guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lift him up, man. He gonna hold down the fort. Same thing with Esau Edom. We read about it Daniel 4, you know, about how the bases of men, you know, was set up to oppress us, you know, and to you know handle the affairs of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, man. You know, so Yahweh Shemashah, he can use the lowliest of the lowly to hold down his affairs and his endeavors, you know. That's why one
Khan.
supposed to despise really anything, because Yahweh Shemashah, he got a purpose for, you know, the things that are despised as well. You know, really the things that are despised are made to confound the mighty. So we don't want to be in no mighty state, you know, so we won't be confounded, you know.
Khan. Yeah, man. We all call from the ground, man. You know,
God,
that's why we should be humble. You know,
God. Yo. Yeah.
Khan. Get that in. What
Wisdom
you got?
Solomon. Wisdom Solomon 11:24. Or you got something else?
Nah. We can get that. Wisdom 11 verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "For thou lovest all the things that are, and abhorrest nothing which thou hast made. For never wouldest thou have made anything if thou hast hated it."
So even the most smallest or most non-irrelevant person or creature holds significance in the Heavenly Father's ultimate picture, man. You know what I'm saying? And his ultimate scheme of what he got going on. Even the all things the Heavenly Father created, all things for his play. Read that one more time for me, y'all. Baba Kashab.
Khan. Wisdom 11:24. It says, "For thou lovest all the things that are, and abhorrest nothing which thou hast made. For
Mm-hmm.
never wouldest thou have made anything if thou hast hated it."
Right. So Yahweh Shemashah, he loves all things that are, you know, and he abhors nothing which thou hast made, for never wouldest thou have made anything if thou had hated it. You know what I'm saying? Which we know, you know, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai loves the nation of Israel and hates Esau. You know what I'm saying? We know that the Heavenly Father has a love for the nation of Israel over, you know, the other nations. You know what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shem Yahshua, ultimately, his love and his hate is not even on the same level as ours. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way we look at love and hate, that's not how the Heavenly Father look at love and hate, man. Because ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahshua has created all things for himself, yet even the wicked for the day of evil. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua has created all things for its purpose. You know, so within knowing that the things that, you know, we look, you know, these other nations, you know what I'm saying, we look at them like spittle, you know what I'm saying, but really we're nothing but worms. We're still nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they're spittle, but we're still not nothing either as a nation. Like we just a little bit better than nothing. We just a little bit of nothing. They're less than
Right.
nothing. We're just a little bit of nothing, you know.
hmm And it's only Slakia, and it's only because the Most High made it like that. You know,
God.
he just, like you look at somebody, you know what I'm saying, like, not to go too deep, but like, like a woman, she could be special to you, in reality she's probably not like special, but to you she's special. That's basically us to the Most High. We're special to the Most High, But in general, if he wanted to just make it so we're not special, it's all up to him. He just
Mm-hmm.
happened to choose the Israelites, you know?
God, God, yeah, but I mean, we still shit. It tell you in Deuteronomy 7, he didn't choose us because we was
Clear.
the biggest in stature or the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like we was the smallest of all nations. You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he likes to deal with the small. He like to deal with the little things to beat the big things. You know, that's how Yahweh Shem Yahushua works. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta always keep in mind. You know, that even the most non-irrelevant smallest things have a significant meaning. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like that's when you learn that, that's what kind of curb your anger down, you know, towards these nations. You know what I'm saying? Which we know that Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna put his vengeance on us, but it calms you down to the point where you're not so
Hmm.
fueled by
Hmm.
anger and hatred. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of be more at peace because you understand
Hmm.
these nations are still really working for the greater cause of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. You know?
Right, right, right. That's why I was making that point earlier about not being offended in anything, you know? You're not gonna be looking at things and just make us you know what I'm saying? Over righteous, over wise, you know?
Mm-hmm. God.
I was make a quick point in Romans 9 and
Mm-hmm.
13. It says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You know? But if you go into Greek, that word is the same word in was it Luke, where it talks about if any man hate not his mother, father, sister, brethren, his own life also, he shall not be my disciple.
Mm-hmm.
So we know it's not talking about some literal hate. You know, we know there's levels to love and levels to hate. This right here just it goes into loving less. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. You know, we just read in Wisdom 11. You know, the Most High He loveth all things that are. You know, but there's levels to it. You know, Esau he has his purpose. You know, in the grand scheme of thing, it's hard. It's crazy to just to say it. You know how I just thought it. You know he loves Esau because it said he hate Esau. But at the end of the day, you know what hate is to love less. So there's still
Mm-hmm.
love there. You know he gave Esau the blessing. Esau is running the planet right now. It has to take some type of love to do that.
God. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but
Just
you know
to
in the
add one
grand
more
scheme
quick.
of things, you got it, bro.
No, Salat, I didn't mean to cut you off. Salat, you got it.
No, I was just gonna say in the grand scheme of things, he's gonna get the smallest end of the whole stick. You got it.
God, not yeah. And I was just gonna add one more quick point. You know, not to stir off, the topic too much. You know what I'm saying? But that scripture, I believe it's in Exodus 21. I may be mistaken, or it could be in Deuteronomy 24 or 21. Salakia, but it speak about if a man get another wife and he hate the wife, like
Hmm.
he get a second
Yeah.
wife and he hate the wife. That
Remind
ain't
me, I
really
think
talking
21.
about. You said what?
Slot. You got it. Slot.
Yeah, yeah, I was just gonna say, like even within that, you know what I'm saying, that shit, you just don't have that same love for like you got for your first wife. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah.
This really what it ain't like you literally hate her. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, I ain't got that same type of love like I had for my
Hmm.
first wife with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I could rock out like that, you know.
Kind knock. Kind knock. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's in Deuteronomy 21, I think. But
Yeah.
kind knock. Let
Yeah.
me see if I can find it real quick before we move on. 22. Yeah, 22
Yeah.
and 13
Okay, Con.
goes into it.
Con.
Yep. Kind. Yeah. So we see the Most High, he doesn't uh hate anything in the sense of just wishing what I'm saying, like you, I hate you, I wish you were dead. Like, nah, Most High, he's totally content with everything he created, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The end of Esau, he's gonna be extinct one day, but he's actually cool. He's angry with the wicked every day, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not at a point where it's like, how Jake want to make it seem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Con.
Nah, man. Dirt. All the vessels made for destruction. They all have a particular purpose.
Con.
A small thing, man. The basest man of the earth, man. The caveman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let alone these other nations. Japheth.
Mhm.
You know?
God, all these nations was used to persecute us to make us perfect. You know what I'm saying? For Yahweh
Right.
Hashem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you know, they all had purposes, regardless of how insignificant they are. You know,
And Romans 5.
God, brother.
Romans 5 and it was verse 12.
Let me make sure.
It's like yeah.
Yep, kind. Yep, that's it.
It says, wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that we all have sinned.
God, yeah. So through sin came in the world through one man. You know, and generation after generation, death. I'm talking about generational death came from
Mm,
the sin
mm-hmm,
of that, well, Eve, you know, and then also, you know, Adam, you know, transgressing, you know, the sin, that sin brought forth generational death and oppression and torment, you know, and then also through one man's walk, our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, life is going to be reestablished and everything is going to be made back right. So one man's life brought forth eternal life, you know, and one man's wrong brought forth generational death. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how
mm-hmm.
powerful like one little thing is, you know.
Right. God.
Fucking wild,
That's
dog.
just heavy, yeah. You can't even say nothing like that's just heavy, man. Meditate on that.
It'll bug you out. That's why a lot of people can't take heed to this words. To hear something like that, it's like ain't no way in the hell. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Right, kind of not. Yep. Was it
Yeah, how
this?
about you?
If we keep reading it, you got
No, you
Slocky.
got it, Salak. Go ahead. Salak.
I was thinking, yeah, it might be, yeah, this this passage goes into basically how Yahushua makes up for that. The same way, death into the world through one man. Yahushua, he's gonna put death, he's gonna kill death. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. God, not.
You know, perfect balance. Balance out. Basically, reconciling. Reconciliation,
Mm-hmm.
restoring. You know what I'm saying? How things are supposed to be.
God. God. Yep.
It's like, get that in Sirach 19.
Yeah, kind. I really wanted to end up on that Romans 5, but it's all good because I had came
Oh
across the
man,
script and I was like, oh yeah, I got to get this. You know, Salak.
Con, yeah, yeah, con. Yep, yep. When I was reading that, I was, man, Romans, yeah, it's fire.
God.
So Sirach 19 verse 1. A
God.
laboring man. It says, let me get it. I don't know why it's coming out weird on this particular what's the name. It doesn't say that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, there's typos. But that was in Sirach 19 and 1, right?
Mm-hmm. God.
All right, Salakia, bro.
You good, bro?
All right, Sirach 19 verse 1. Um, in the King James version, I know we ain't trying to do anything else right now. It says,
God.
Sirach 19 and 1, it says, a laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich, and he that contempteth small things shall fall by little and little.
Mm-hmm. God. Now. Yeah. So it's another thing too. You got to take into consideration because you could pay too much attention to little things too. You know what I'm saying? Like just just a side note for the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Uh like making too much of you know or despising too much little things. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make you end up slipping little by little, and you might not even notice it because with that word contempt goes into despising, right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of contemptive. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to etymology real quick. Hey, Shalom, Mark.
Shalom, Mark. Yabashim Shabakata.
Yeah, contemptive. Yeah, it can be contemptive to little things. Stock it. Let me see. Take out the last part. It says to slight or spurn. It says to despise, scorn, to consider something or someone as of small value.
Mm.
Mm.
So, so Salakia, I said it wrong. So if you are not, if you are despising small things too much or small
Mhm,
base little
mhm,
things too much, then eventually you're going to start falling. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Little by little. You have to pay attention to small things. You know, you have to pay
Right.
attention to detail. You know, you can't
Yeah.
forget about
And
things that are insignificant. Salakia,
Khan. No, I was gonna say, yeah, you can't downplay anything really, you know.
Khan,
We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like we brought out Sirach 5, you know, be not ignorant of anything, small or great.
Khan, bro. Khan, not like everything has purpose in the overall purpose, man. You can't like just take something out of it like this don't matter. Like, no, it's there for a reason. Like this is part of it. It's a part of the whole scheme of things, man. It might not be the overall ultimate thing, but it's here. You know what I'm saying? So pay
It's
attention
something.
to it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just like the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? it's a chip that's the size of a grain of rice. You know what I'm saying? But if you put
Hmm.
that little bitty ass thing in you, Yahabashimashak gonna incinerate you. You know, like so that little thing, like that's, I mean,
Hmm.
that that's a little thing in the overall grand scheme of things of what you need to be on within your spirit. But if your ass take that little bitty chip, you might as well kiss everything else goodbye. You know.
Khan. Yep.
But it's yeah, that's all I got out. You want to add anything to that precept out?
Nah. Low willing point was made on that.
Uh, you got any more pre's or any closing statements?
Nah, you got it.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, you close it out, brother.
Yeah, you know, low willingness is edifying to the elect. With that, we will give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Rakah,
Rakah,
Kadash.
Kadash.
Double honors to the true leaders of the nation of Israel. Peace and salutation to all Sensei Akim during afflictions, making the call and election sure. Shalom.
Shalom.
DTA.
Baba.